Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, first of all let me introduce myself. My name is Ovelia from Civil Engineering Study Program of University Muhammadiyah Purwokerto. What I like to present to you today is the importance of wearing sunscreen. Even though we live in a tropical country where we are exposed to the sun almost all year round, the awareness of Indonesians to use sunscreen is still low. According to data from INTHE 2019, conducted by Shiseido study, sunscreen users in Indonesia are still very low because they only reach 2%. Do you guys know sunscreen? According to the ingredients, sunscreen are divided into two, namely physical and chemical sunscreen. However, each type of sunscreen has a different content and way of working. To be clear, here the differences between physical and chemical sunscreen. The first is physical sunscreen. Physical sunscreen, also known as mineral sunscreen, is a type of sunscreen that works as a shield that blocks UV rays from penetrating the skin. This physical sunscreen is made from titanium dioxide and zinc oxide. The advantage of physical sunscreen is provides protection immediately after use without waiting for a while. And the disadvantage of physical sunscreen is easy loss when the skin is sweaty. The second is chemical sunscreen. Chemical sunscreen work beneath the skin surface by absorbing UV rays and turning them into heat, so they don't penetrate the deeper layers of the skin. Some chemicals in chemical sunscreen are oxybenzone and avobenzone. The advantage of chemical sunscreen is water and sweat resistant, and the disadvantage of chemical sunscreen is you must wait 30 minutes until the sunscreen is completely absorbed and ready to work. After knowing the difference, you may be confused about which sunscreen to choose, right? In terms of safety and effectiveness, physical sunscreen may be a good choice for you to use. That doesn't mean chemical sunscreen aren't good to use. Both types of sunscreen can protect your skin from the dangers of sun exposure. You need to pay attention to adjusting the kind of sunscreen you will use according to your skin condition and needs. Many people think of wearing sunscreen only when going to the beach, out of the house, and when the sun is hot. But we have to use sunscreen every day, even indoors, because UV rays from the sun can still enter the room through windows or glass and expose our skin. Is sunscreen only used by women? No. Sunscreen can be used by both men and women. Here are two reasons why it is important to wear sunscreen. The first is to prevent premature aging, and the second is to avoid sunburn. Now let's talk about the first importance, prevent premature aging. Sunscreen can protect us from UV rays. Covering the face from UV rays can prevent premature aging, such as wrinkles and dark spots. These wrinkles and dark spots usually appear around the forehead and under the eye. The Association of Central Indonesian Dermatology and Venereology specialists said it was dangerous. Sun exposure can cause skin disorders such as aging at an early age or photoaging, as much as 80%. That's a picture of the difference between people who use sunscreen and those who don't wear sunscreen. Second importance of sunscreen is to prevent sunburn. Sunburn is a condition of a skin irritation due to exposure to UV rays. The symptoms of sunburn are usually redness, pain, and a burning feeling on the skin exposed to UV rays. If you do activities under the sun for too long, which is 12 hours, your face will turn red. This is what causes the skin to become burned and stripped, as you can see in PPT. Use sunscreen with a high SPF to prevent it. As a final point, I wanted to say that our skin needs protection after seeing the effect of we can protect ourselves from the UV by using sunscreen. Sunscreen is a very important to be used every day, even if the weather is sunny or cloudy. I think that's all I can